Hi guys, I hope you all are doing very well. It's your girl here again, Ramu, and here with another delicious Benachini recipe. I have quite a few number of Benachini recipes on my channel. This one is no different. The only difference is we're going to be adding some black eye beans. Yes, so this one is called Benachini Nyebeh. So let's get right into the ingredients. So in the bowl there I have my mutton, which I always buy. I usually buy mutton when I'm cooking my Gambian dishes. And there's the mutton on the bone. Then I've got the 3 brown onions, and that's fermented snail called yit in Gambia. And I've got my white cabbage. So that's 1 tomato that I'm gonna be using, 1 whole tomato, and some garlic cloves, habanero pepper, green chilies. I've got my veggies there, so that's carrots, spring onions, and that's cassava on the left side, and so that's the no beef cube. Yeah, that's what I'm going to be using. So this is just some frozen mixed peppers that I had in my freezer, so I thought I would bring it out and use it in this recipe. So that's the black eye beans that we're going to be using. So this has been soaking overnight, so you can soak yours for at least 4 to 8 hours, but overnight is even better. Then I'm going to be using this broken basmati rice. Can you see how small it is? It's so nice in Benachini. And my bay leaves, and some soya sauce, that's the black soya sauce, and I'm gonna be using the sea salt, and that's my black pepper. So these are basically the black peppercorns, but this is the one that I usually buy, that I blend it myself to form it into a powder. I just like the taste better than the packet ones. And so I've got there my chili powder and my sunflower oil. Okay, so first of all, to get started, we're going to heat up some oil, and once the oil hits, we're going to be adding the cassava in and fry the cassava. The reason we are frying the cassava beforehand is to quicken up the cooking process. Yeah, so I'm going to fry it until it's brown, and I'm going to remove it and set it aside. Then I'll leave the oil to heat up again, and I added my washed fermented snail called yit. So you want to soak it in hot water and clean it thoroughly to remove all the slime and whatever that might be there. And once that's done, just add it into the hot oil with some salt. It infuses some nice flavor into the oil. Yeah, do try this, guys. Before adding the meat, just add the snail first, but the snail is completely optional. You don't have to add it if you don't want to. Your Benachini will still come out just right. Very delicious. But the snail, I'm not gonna lie, it just brings so much extra flavor to it, this authentic Gambian Benachini flavor to your dish. So now I'm going to be adding my meat. Okay, so that's the meat on the bone. I usually go for the mutton because with our Gambian foods it takes longer to cook. So mutton resists the cooking process because it is a tough meat. Okay, you can use beef as well. So here we've got all our veggies in the blender. So I added some black pepper and some chili powder and some vegetable seasoning. Okay, so I'm just gonna be blending it, but not too smooth, just roughly blend. Now the meat has browned enough to my liking. Can you guys see? And it has absorbed all that salt, and it's so good, guys. It's delicious. So now I'm just adding the blended mixture. That's the blended onions and the tomato mixture. I'm gonna add it there. So you just want to keep on stirring it. Yeah. Then you throw in your bay leaves. Okay, keep on mixing that because you don't want it to start burning. I'm cooking this on the high heat at the moment because I want it to fry very well. Then optional, I'm going to be adding some curry powder. This is optional, yes, but curry is so nice as well. I tried it once in our Benachini and it came out great. So since then I always use it when I'm cooking the white Benachini, not the red Benachini though, but the white Benachini, and it always comes out delicious. So after I leave the onions to fry until it's all cooked. Then I added some water, enough water that is going to cook your meat. So let's say, for example, if you're using lamb takes no time to cook, so you want to add just a little bit of water to cook it. Then I add the black eye beans. Then I'm going to be adding my seasoning cube, so I'm using the no seasoning cube. Then I'm going to be adding this dark soy sauce, which is optional as well, but all for flavor, guys. Why not just try it? Cooking is all about trying all the ingredients that you have in your kitchen. You can try it and see if it works out, great. Then now at this point I'm going to be adding my veggies, because I want the veggies to cook with the meat and the black eye beans. So I added that. Then I'm gonna leave it to cook until they're a bit soft, not too soft though. Okay, so once I'm happy with it, I'm gonna be removing it on a separate dish, and we are going to keep that aside for later on when we are serving. So that's it. Once all the veggies are out of the way, because we don't want them to overcook, and I'm just checking to see if the black eye beans have cooked as well. And at this point, when it's soft, then know that it is cooked. So mine is soft. Then I'm going to be adding the rice. So the rice, what I did with it, I washed it about 3 to 4 times with cold water. Then I placed it into my microwave for about 7 minutes or so. Okay, it's kind of like parboiling it, yeah, but using the microwave. And once that's done, so I just added it into the meat and the beans. So I'm just going to be mixing it. You can check to see if you're happy with your salt, with your chili peppers, with your seasoning, whatever. So I'm happy with mine. I'm not going to be adding any more seasoning because I've added quite a few different spices in, so I'm happy with that. So I'm just going to mix everything together, you see, but I'm not going to be adding any more water to it. You have to be careful as well, because the oil that you see on top is going to cook the rice perfectly. Okay, so I cover it this time around on the low to medium heat and leave it to cook for at least 20 to 30 minutes. Then I come to check on it. Okay, when I came this time around, I flipped it over so that the top part can cook as well, and the rice is not thoroughly cooked at this point. So I'm going to cover it again and leave it to cook. If you feel like you don't have enough steam generating from inside the pot, what you can do, you can cover it with some foil paper. Yeah, cover the top of the pot with foil paper and then place the lid on top of it on the low heat and leave it to cook for 15 minutes. When you come back, you will realize that your rice has cooked. That's what I do sometimes when I'm struggling. Okay, so but this time around it was fine. There was enough steam, so I'm going to cover it again and just leave it to cook. Okay, after that 15 minutes was up, can you see my rice is perfectly cooked this time around? Okay, it's not overcooked until it becomes mushy, but it's just perfect. So guys, this is the end results. Can you see how beautiful that dish is? It tastes amazing, and the smell of that aroma and the spices is just all over the place. Yes, so delicious. I hope you guys will try this Benachini recipe out. Include the black eye beans if you like. It's very nice and the dish will come out delicious. Yeah, so thank you so much guys for cooking with me today. I am so grateful to all my subscribers, to the new ones and to old ones. Thank you so much, and please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, a share if you enjoy it as well, and please leave me a comment because I love to hear from you guys. Thank you, and I'll see you guys next week.